Hello everybody, and we're back. I promised an update on what's going on with the battery revival. That sounds like some kind of a religious thing, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, you can see I got one out here. Here's the one I showed you that I already did the repair on. So let's see how it's doing today, because it's just been sitting since then. So we'll put the multimeter back up here and turn it on. And let's see, I'll get this one in this hand. And looking over my shoulder to see what the dogs are growling at. Hey, knock it off. All right, let's see if I can get this hooked up. Okay, so I'm on the positive, and here goes the negative. 12.97, it's holding. Yeah, it was at 13 yesterday, but 0.03 is nothing. So that's a good battery now. I got me a good battery for free. That's a 12 volt, 35 amp hour solid or sealed lead acid. And that's a Thunderbolt from Harbor Freight. I've got a few of them around here. I use one to run my tote koozie. I use another one to run the pump in the garden house and things like that. So I got another one that runs a pump in my big main water tank, so it keeps the water moving so it doesn't go stagnant on me. So pretty cool. Now, I found some old 15-watt solar panels that I had. They came with the Harbor Freight original 45-watt solar system, and that was 3 of those together in a kit. So I brought that out here and I hooked it up to the other battery, and I let it sit out here. So let's see what it's got going for it in the full day of running. Well, let's see if I can go from this side. I'll have to switch around my terminals, and we'll get the negative on there. Ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm up to 11.26 and holding. So remember this one yesterday when I showed you that it would, when I first tried starting on it, it was down to 5 volts or so. So it picked up another 6 volts, but it's getting pretty close to 12 volts in it now. So I'm going to leave it hooked up for another day, and I should have another good battery out of this one. That's cool. I like it. Anybody else out there like it? Let me see. I'll show hands. Come on, you in the back row, get your hand up. Yeah, I know I'm a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. Don't call me Almond Joy. All right. So that's successful. Now, in the battery room with the 6-volt golf cart batteries I got in there that have gone bad, I wasn't so lucky. I went in and checked those a little while ago, and then brought the meter up here to get ready to shoot a video, because it's windy again. Yep. Windy. Windy had stormy eyes. So anyway, I did my soak in the tote koozie. That was real relaxing. But then I noticed while I was sitting there that my mulberry tree over there looking pretty sad, needed water. So I got up and I got it some water. And now I'm back dried off and hot again. So you can see now this panel's in the shade. So it's not doing much right as it's sitting there. I see a dark spot right in the center of the panel. I'll have to see what's going on with that. Oh, it shouldn't be sitting flat on anything. It needs airspace behind it. So I probably did get a little hot. I will fix that as soon as I'm done with this video. So anyway, where are we? We got 13.6 in the battery bank. But when I checked them, and I see it, that last battery there is the one that's running off this 100-watt solar panel. And I left the negative cables connected there because they tied together some other items like the wind power and that stuff would go in at that point. And I said, well, I've got the positive disconnected, so I should be okay. But I don't think so, because I'm not getting the charge repair I should be getting in that battery the way it's sitting. So tomorrow's task will be to take those negative cables off of that battery. I got some extra little bolts up there on the shelf, and I will bolt them all together so that the stuff that needs to be running in the circuit is in the circuit, but those two batteries are completely out of the circuit. And then we'll see what we can do from there. I'm also thinking I may get I got a hook around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's behind that little generator. I got a hook that hooks onto those batteries for a handle, and I may just pull those two batteries completely off the shelf and take them outside onto my table out there, and then hook them up over there with the 100-watt solar panel, because it'll get a longer day's charge off the 100 watts. And by the other little battery, it's taking a charge, but seems to be taking longer than the first one did. So I'm thinking what it is to make this a successful repair sequence, you have to use that Harbor Freight 100-watt solar panel by itself, and not use a 12-volt lesser solar panel. Now, don't try using a 24-volt solar panel or a 36-volt solar panel for doing this, because the voltage is too high. You want to go with a solar panel that's registered as a 12-volt solar panel to recharge or rejuvenate your 12-volt batteries. If you go in with a 300-watt panel for 24 volts, you're going to hurt the battery if you don't hurt yourself. So anyway, these two here, which were down to like 10.1 volts or so, I checked those, and they're coming off the 100-watt solar panel that's out back, that's still in the light. And yes, I do disconnect the cables when I do a test. But those were up to the 13.2 volts or so. So that's a good sign for those two. We'll see how that works. But I did disconnect the jumper cables I had going down to the third set of batteries down here, because it was holding everything back. It was just too much for that one panel to handle 4 batteries. So I'm going to do them one at a time with the 100-watt solar panel from Harbor Freight. And if I have to pull them out and take them onto a table outside so they can sit in the sun all day long, that's what I'll do. Stupid fly. You ever notice how a fly knows when your hands are busy and will land in a place where you can't reach it? I did. All right, everybody. That's it for today. Comments and questions down below. It looks to me like the Harbor Freight 100-watt solar panel rejuvenator works. So let's see if I can't get the rest of these batteries back up and running. This is G-Bear signing off.